that's going to affect our business, right? Because when our energy starts going down, when maybe old beliefs or fear or anger starts popping up, then not only can you have mindset, issues with procrastinating because you're angry about having to do something or you don't want to do it, but if things have happened in your life, like the trauma that you were talking about, if things that have happened in the past that don't get resolved and don't get healed, then those things can really take residence in your body and create chronic health issues. And so at Self-Health Institute, we work with not only chronic health issues, we've kind of come up in our training and the way that we've worked with people, starting with working with people on a very physiological and chemical, all the chemistry and physiology of the body. And then also bringing that head and all of the mind games that we play to, for ourselves and how that interrupts our work, and putting it all together to try and just get that beautiful flow where your brain can be maybe bringing up things that are hard, and your body then can show us how can you heal yourself so that the body and mind can help you be on one track with your vision. So when you get your vision very clear, every part of you is just moving forward all together on the same track, full speed ahead with all, cooking with gas, all
Right.
engines roaring. That's what we want.
Right, absolutely. Right, because when you're in business or even just going through your everyday life, if you are a retired person just popped into my head for whatever reason. So they've had
Yeah.
their work, whether they were an entrepreneur or they work for a company, but now they're retired. And if they start having all of this chatter going on in their head and their body is being affected by this, then nothing in their all of those years of working, and you see this happening with people who have retired when they don't have some kind of a plan, but they do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They get stuck in this, all the head games that come up or the chronic health issues now that are coming up,
Yeah.
and not able to move forward in one way or the other. And being an entrepreneur, it, it seems to me that people want to be entrepreneurs, they're offering something to the world in a way that nobody else is offering it. And so that
Mm-hmm.
gift needs to be able to be brought out, because I believe that life is always flowing to and through us. And through that, our gifts are
Mm-hmm.
being able to be shared with the world. So being able to have your mind, body, and consciousness, altogether soul, working together towards a common goal is, I mean, it sounds like it could be the hugest undertaking, but that's what you guys do, is you help people get into alignment with the three of them. And I'm wondering, is this part of your core talk? Is this what the core talk is? Or is that
It
something
really is.
okay?
Yeah, no, that is the essential of the core talk, is the kind of the basic tool in our business. And it's the tool that we use to talk to people's body. And we teach people how to talk to their own bodies so that they can really hear. And the soul is very connected with the body. The body can be, at this level, the body can be a voice of the soul as well. And it's what we use in all of our courses, the Success Accelerator Code. And what we teach people is, we use muscle testing or a pendulum, and how to talk to your body and get the answers that your body says, not the ones that your brain is telling you to do, and not the ego speak, not the monkey mind coming through, but actually what your body wants to tell you, because your body knows everything about you, right? It knows where you've been. It knows what you like to do. It knows what happened to you when you were a kid. And it knows all of those things, even that your brain doesn't remember because of maybe trauma. So it knows all of those things and can give you the best answers to your most important questions. But the trick is knowing how to ask the questions. So
Right.
that's the real integral part of CoreTalk, is knowing how to get at those answers that can be obscured by life and your brain and everything that's happened to you. It's so interesting and fun. We just love doing this.
Oh, I bet. Right, because it's like this mystery that's just held inside of the skin, and there's all of these
Yeah.
answers that are in there. But how do I access them? So that's
Yeah.
what you and your husband do then with the core talk is help the clients that come in to be able to access the answers that their body already knows. Am I getting that? Am I getting that correct?
Yes, you're
Okay.
absolutely right. And of course, we have, the kind of a done for you where people can come in and we can do healing sessions, or in our online courses and at our events and with our year-long mastery program, we teach people how to do it for themselves.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it feels so good. And I think because I work as an acupuncturist and I'm a life coach, and I have people
Mm,
that sometimes they'll come in and they're just like, fix me. And it's like,
yes.
you know, um, you really ultimately are going to fix yourself. I mean, I can be the guide, I can help, but you ultimately fix yourself. And wouldn't you want to empower yourself and to be able to do that? So when you have courses like what you and your husband offer and teach, there's nothing wrong with people coming in and having somebody else do the work and make it better, because I think we were brought up like that. You get sick, you go to
Yeah,
the doctor makes you better. So I think we have that
exactly.
mindset, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and I love that people are discovering that, whoa, like I can learn this too. This is something that I could learn how to heal myself also, or how to learn to listen to my body and understand what my body is
Yes.
saying to me. So that you teach
Yeah.
that is so phenomenal. I love that. I love that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And people really, so many people know how to do this already. And there's so many different levels of people being able to listen, and it's all about hearing what your body is telling you. Of course, it's kind of different than voices in your head, of course, that we all have some of those. But
Right.
and being able to differentiate between what are some of those tapes that maybe your parents said to you over and over again. So you hear that, and being able to discern the difference between those kind of mental tapes and mental memories and those deep whispers in your body. And like I said, a lot of people really know how to access this. And for them, the core talk and this deeper, the Success Accelerator Code really provides ways of getting into how to some of those tapes that we hear, and we're not even always sure that, there's a belief of, oh, I'm not good enough, but underneath, is there another underlying belief? And some of these things where we can really help you get underneath some of the surface stuff deeper into those, old tapes and old beliefs that are hard to pull out, and sometimes hard to, just like that big dandelion in the backyard. Oh my gosh, that root goes so far down into the ground, and I have to pull and pull and pull, and sometimes I'll dig it, it'll break off and it'll come back even more thorny, and then I
Right.
have to go after it again and get this belief that's so deep inside of us that maybe there's another belief under it. And so that's what the deep work that all of us really have our life's work to do, is really getting rid of some of those old things that aren't serving us anymore, so that we can really move forward and really go for those visions of our unique being that you were referring to earlier. I love that.
Yes, yes. And right, being able to get in there and get to the root of it. And I love how you say that. The root of it, and then it can break off, and then that root comes back and it's thornier and usually thicker and bigger than before. And unbelievable, we are already running out of time. Well, actually, I think we're out of time.
No.
So I know. Can you believe this? So this is why I want to ask you, Antonia, would you be willing to come back and continue this conversation for next week's podcast? Because I have so much more I want to talk to you about.
Oh, I would love to. Thank you so much.
I think, yes. Thank you, because I am so not done with you. And before we sign off for today, I know that you have some kind of a wonderful gift for our community. Can you share that with me?
Yes, it's called The Switch, Peak Productivity on Demand. And it's a really simple process that you can go through in your workday that'll blow away whatever issue you're having, whether it's procrastination or stress or overwhelm, so that you can get back on track and get your projects done. So it's an easy 3-step process, and there's a download for it.
Awesome. So how do the listeners get the download?
Okay, I think so you can put it in the show notes, but it is at our website, selfhealthinstitute.com/theswitch. Perfect.
Awesome. So listeners, please do not worry if you did not catch that, because it will be in the show notes. And wow, it's awesome. What a great gift. I'm going in there to get one too. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Antonia. And I'm going to wrap this up because I know I'm getting the cut time. And then I'm going to jump back in here with you next week, and we're going to pick up where we left off.
Thank you. So very fun. Thank you very much.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. Thank you. And listeners, thank you so much. And until next week, have a beautiful, blessed week. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for spending time with us today. Please go to nadahogan.com for show notes and other information you can use right away. If you like what you heard here, please subscribe to our show, and don't forget to rate and review right there on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your shows. And don't forget to tell your friends about it. We'll see you next week.